adventure bike. It's trying to be smarter. Picture this. You're riding through crowded streets. Cars everywhere. Traffic completely frozen. Big motorcycles struggle to move. Heavy. Slow. Annoying. But then, a compact machine slips through like it was built for chaos. The XRE 190 Sahara. Small body. Tall stance.
Aggressive attitude.
And suddenly people turn around thinking, wait, what bike is that? Now here's where things start getting interesting. The design looks ready for adventure from the moment you see it. Sharp front styling. Higher windshield. Tough body graphics. Raised suspension setup. That adventure DNA is impossible to ignore. And if Honda really pushes this machine for 2026, it could come with improvements that riders have been waiting for. Imagine a refined 190 cubic centimeters engine delivering smooth power with stronger fuel efficiency. Imagine digital displays showing everything instantly. Imagine LED lighting for a more premium feel. USB charging. Comfortable riding position. Longer travel suspension. Suddenly, this little machine starts acting like a much bigger bike. But here's the crazy part. Adventure bikes usually come with one huge problem. Weight. Big adventure motorcycles can feel like monsters. Great on highways, but sometimes exhausting in daily use. The XRE 190 Sahara could flip the entire formula upside down. Because what if smaller actually becomes better? Think about it. Less weight means easier control. Easier control means more confidence. More confidence means riders can go places they normally wouldn't. Dirt roads. Mountain paths. Weekend rides. Random unexplored places. This isn't just about horsepower. It's about freedom. And that's where many bikes fail. People buy massive adventure motorcycles dreaming of wild journeys, then use them only for office commutes. Meanwhile, this little machine could quietly become the bike people actually ride every day. And there may be another twist. Price. If Honda positions this bike aggressively, it could become one of the most accessible adventure-style motorcycles in its category. And that changes everything. Because suddenly younger riders enter the game. New riders enter the game. Adventure riding becomes less expensive. And Honda could create something unexpectedly huge. From something physically small. Crazy, right? Now imagine seeing these lined up at dealerships. Different colors. Adventure accessories. Crash guards. Luggage setups. Ready to leave the city behind. You can almost picture riders planning road trips before even getting the keys. And that's why people are paying attention. The Honda XRE 190 Sahara 2026 isn't about becoming the fastest motorcycle. It's not trying to dominate superbikes. It's chasing something completely different. Real-world adventure. Real-world fun. Real-world freedom. And sometimes, those are the bikes that end up changing everything. So what do you think? Is the Honda XRE 190 Sahara 2026 the perfect small adventure machine? Or should Honda have gone bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, subscribe for more insane bike content, and I'll see you in the next one. You asked for 1,200 words, but the prompt also says 60 to 90 seconds, which usually fits around 150 to 220 words. I'll follow the 1,200 word requirement and keep it in a fast, high-retention YouTube style. Welcome back. What if I told you Honda may have just created the adventure bike people have been waiting for? A machine that feels light like a trail bike, tough like an off-roader, and comfortable enough for everyday riding. And no, we are not talking about some giant heavyweight adventure monster. We are talking about the 2026 Honda XRE 350 Sahara Standard. And trust me, this thing is getting attention for a reason. Because something strange is happening in the motorcycle world right now. Bikes are getting bigger, heavier, more complicated, more screens, more electronics, more things to break. But riders are starting to want something different. Something simple. Something fun. Something they can actually throw around without feeling like they're wrestling a giant metal beast. And Honda might have listened. Now imagine this. It's early morning. The road ahead is empty. City traffic slowly disappears in your mirrors. Asphalt turns rough. Rough turns to dirt. Dirt turns into rocky trails. Most bikes would start making you nervous. But the XRE 350 Sahara? This is where things get interesting. At first glance, the bike instantly screams adventure. Sharp bodywork, aggressive front styling, high front fender, a tall riding position that practically dares you to leave the pavement behind. But here's the crazy part. The magic of this bike may not be its looks. It's the weight. Because when adventure bikes become too heavy, they stop feeling adventurous. Nobody wants to pick up a massive machine after dropping it on a muddy trail. The rumored lightweight setup on the XRE 350 Sahara changes everything. Picture yourself standing on the pegs, moving through rough terrain, jumping over small obstacles, hitting dirt roads without fear. That feeling? That's freedom. And Honda understands that better than almost anyone. Now under the body, expectations are pointing toward a refined 350 cubic centimeters class engine setup. Enough power to cruise highways. Enough torque for trails. Enough personality to make every ride exciting. Not too weak. Not too crazy. Right in that sweet spot. Because here's the truth. Not everyone needs 100 horsepower. Not everyone wants a giant adventure bike with endless electronic systems. Sometimes riders just want something that starts every morning, goes everywhere, and puts a smile on their face. And this bike could be exactly that. Now let's talk features. Because this is where things start becoming really interesting. Expect long travel suspension designed to absorb rough terrain without punishing the rider. Imagine hitting broken roads and potholes that normally send shocks through your spine. Instead, the bike just glides through. Expect upright ergonomics too. Wider handlebars. Comfortable seating position. Better control. This isn't the kind of motorcycle where you're folded like a human pretzel. This is built for long rides. Long adventures. Long memories. And let's not forget the wheels. Adventure riders know this already. Wheel setup changes everything. Larger front wheels help you roll over rough surfaces with confidence. Dirt. Rocks. Loose gravel. Unexpected bumps. Things suddenly feel easier. Things feel controlled. Things feel natural. But wait. We are not done yet. Because modern riders expect more. There's growing speculation around updated digital features too. Possibly a modern instrument cluster. USB charging. Smart connectivity. Navigation support. Simple things that suddenly become very important when you're far away from home. Imagine riding through unknown roads with your phone connected, checking information instantly while focusing on the ride. Small detail. Big difference. But here's where things take an unexpected turn. Because the XRE 350 Sahara Standard may actually become dangerous. Dangerous for its competition. Think about it. Adventure bikes usually force riders into uncomfortable choices. Option 1. Buy a small bike that's cheap but underpowered. Option 2. Buy a massive adventure machine that's expensive and heavy. But what if Honda just drops something directly in the middle? Suddenly things get complicated for everyone else. Because balance wins. Always. Enough power. Enough comfort. Enough capability. Enough style. Enough practicality. And that's exactly what riders are asking for. Now imagine parking this thing outside a cafe after a long ride. People walk by. Someone stops. Someone stares. Someone asks, "Wait, what bike is that?" Because the XRE design already has that rugged personality. It doesn't look like a city commuter pretending to be adventurous. It actually looks ready to disappear into mountains. Ready for deserts. Ready for forests. Ready for roads that don't even appear on maps. And that's powerful. Because motorcycles aren't just machines. They are emotions. They are stories. They're freedom with handlebars. And Honda has built legendary motorcycles for decades by understanding one thing. People don't remember numbers. They remember feelings. They remember moments. The road trip with friends. The unexpected dirt trail. The sunset ride. The adventure nobody planned. And the 2026 XR 350 Sahara Standard feels like a bike designed around exactly those moments. But here's the biggest question. Could this become the perfect lightweight adventure bike? Honestly, that's a serious possibility. Not the fastest. Not the biggest. Not the most expensive. The perfect balance. And sometimes balance beats everything. Because at the end of the day, adventure isn't about horsepower. Adventure isn't about giant screens. Adventure isn't about showing off. Adventure is about one thing: going somewhere you've never been before. And if the XRE 350 Sahara delivers what people are expecting, Honda might have a serious winner on its hands. So what do you think? Would you take the 2026 Honda XRE 350 Sahara Standard over bigger adventure bikes? Drop your answer in the comments right now. And if you love motorcycles, future bikes, and insane automotive content, hit subscribe, smash that like button, and turn on notifications because the next machine we are covering might be even crazier. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Fire!